How's it going, everyone? Kieran Crabtree here, and welcome to the Dinosaur Discovery, the channel about everything dinosaur. Today, I'm going to be taking a look at a brand new species for the Mattel Jurassic World toy line, and that is the Massive Biters Primal Attack Tarbosaurus. Now, when I originally saw promotional images for this figure, I didn't really care for it that much. I didn't really like the spikes, which, I mean, it's still not my favorite. But after I saw it in person at Walmart, I absolutely fell in love with this figure. And luckily, I was able to get it for my birthday this year, so a huge shout out to my parents who were able to pick up this figure for me. It looks absolutely amazing, it's very stunning, and I find it really cool that Mattel would actually produce a Tarbosaurus figure. So, yeah guys, let's get into the review. So first up, we have the Jurassic World logo, then we have the Primal Attack logo right here. Then we have, behind the Tarbosaurus, this really cool background. It kind of reminds me of something that you would see in Jurassic World Evolution. We got a picture of Owen in blue. Unfortunately, Claire is absent, which I really think that Claire should have been right there. Then we have the Mattel logo. Then right here we have a picture of the Tarbosaurus, and it's 4+. And if we take a look at the very back of the box, which this figure is quite large, a very cool image of the Tarbosaurus. And right here we have some of the other Massive Biters figures that you can collect. The Tarbosaurus, obviously, and then we have the Sarcosuchus, which I also got for my birthday, which I hope to review maybe next week. So yeah, that's pretty much it with the packaging. Overall, I really like the packaging on these Primal Attack figures. I know a lot of people didn't care for it, but I personally love it. As I mentioned earlier, it reminds me a lot of Jurassic World Evolution. I keep on getting vibes for JWE. So, anyways guys, that's pretty much it for the box, so let's get this figure out. Alright guys, here is the figure out of the box, and it looks absolutely incredible. This is by far one of my most favorite Jurassic World toys to be ever released. This figure just looks so cool. And I keep on getting reminded of a scientifically accurate T-Rex for some reason, which Tarbosaurus is actually a very, very close relative to the T-Rex, and is actually, some would consider to be a synonym of the Tyrannosaurus, and Tarbosaurus is just basically the Asian version of a T-Rex. I mean, they are a little bit different. I may do a video on the future explaining the difference, but overall, their body structure is about the same. So, yeah, this Tarbosaurus figure just looks really cool. I really like the color scheme. It actually looks a lot like the Trollodons from the Telltale Jurassic Park game, which looks really cool. I don't know if that was intentional or if maybe that's by coincidence, but the color scheme is pretty much identical to the Trollodons. So, yeah guys, if we take a look at the sculpt, the head sculpt looks pretty good. I wouldn't say it's 100% accurate to the Tarbosaurus in real life, but it's definitely close. We got red for the eyes, which kind of make it look like it's evil. We got white paint for the teeth. The tongue has some very good texture on it, and as well as the jaw. Some really nice looking scales going all across the jaw. Its neck looks really nice. Unfortunately, the claws on the fingers and the feet have not been painted, but it's nothing that bad. There's even some detail underneath the feet. Here's the Jurassic World official mark, and here's the Jurassic World FactSet scan code. If you want to go ahead and scan that. And there's some very nice detail going down the back. Again, I'm not a huge fan of the spikes, but it's definitely something different. I think if it was missing them, it would look a tad bit better, but it would look like something's missing. And I'm sure they wanted it to look different from the T-Rex. So, I mean, maybe if they were a little bit shorter, I would like it. It just kind of doesn't really look like something, it doesn't really look like a Jurassic World toy. It kind of looks more like something from Primal or something. But, I mean, it's still pretty interesting. It's definitely something new, something fresh. The legs have been sculpted very nicely. The feet are pretty big. They're definitely enlarged, but that's to help this figure stand, which this figure stands incredibly. It'd be very hard to knock this thing over. And the tail's been sculpted very good. There's even paint going down the tail, which I applaud Mattel for that, because a lot of their figures, the paint just stops there and it doesn't look that good. But they actually put more paint on the tail, which looks really good. I'm definitely glad they continued the pattern going down. So that's pretty much it for the head sculpt. For articulation, there's of course articulation in the jaw and in the neck, but that's part of the action feature. And there's articulation in the arms. They can go in and out. And the legs are also articulated, but you can't move them independently. Now, for the action feature, there's a little button on its tail, and you push it and it chomps, and you twist the tail and hold on to one of its feet and make it go up and down, and you can make it grab a figure, which is a really, really cool feature. We will actually bring in a Mattel 3 3/4 inch human figure, and we will try the action feature. So you kind of hold on to it. It has a very, very good grip, by the way. You can kind of grab onto it. Maybe, if I can actually get a grip. It's really hard to do this with one hand. Yeah, I think you guys pretty much get the point, but it works a lot better when you have it in like an open space. Now, my only complaint is that the button is very hard to push down. It kind of hurts my finger when I push down on it, but maybe that's because it's new and I haven't actually played around with the feature that much. Some of the other Massive Biter figures, such as the Seats and the Sarcosuchus, their buttons are way easier to push down. So I don't know what's going on there, but just keep that in mind, that if like younger children are probably going to have a difficult time using this action feature. But that's my only complaint. Overall, an absolute incredible figure. For rating, I'm going to have to give this figure a 7.8 out of 10 stars. Again, I would have really liked paint on the claws, and more articulation would have been nice. Overall, a fantastic toy. I highly recommend it, and this is by far one of my most favorite Primal Attack figures. Well, alright, this has been the Dinosaur Discovery. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you'll be notified of any future videos, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, everyone.
Well, it finally looks like the new Tarbosaurus paddock is finally constructed. We can only hope it'll keep her in. But if things should fail, my tasers are on full charge. Well, this paddock is just, an accident bound to happen. It qualifies for the chaos theory, along with this whole park. Dr. Malcolm, can you please relax and stop bringing up your little theories? Just try to relax and enjoy yourself, and be sure to thank John for a lovely weekend.
Physics has had great success at describing certain kinds of behavior. Planets in orbit, spacecraft going to the moon, pendulums and springs and rolling balls, that sort of thing. The regular movement of objects. These are described by what is called linear equations, and mathematics can solve those equations easily. We've been doing it for hundreds of years, but there is another kind of behavior which physics handles badly. For example, anything to do with turbulence, water coming out of a spout, air moving over on an airplane wing, weather, blood flowing through the heart. Turbulent events are described by non-linear equations. They're hard to solve, in fact. They're usually impossible to solve. So physics has never understood this whole entire class of events until about 10 years ago. The new theory that describes them is called the chaos theory.
I'm gonna go take a trip. Be right back. See, there's an example. Nobody could predict that Grant would all of a sudden need to go to the bathroom. Hey, what's going on with the Tarbo? Hey, Mr. Muldoon. You may want to come over here and see this. What's going on here? The Tarbo is trying to break out. Mr. Muldoon, you did remember to turn on the electric gate, right? Oh, I thought you did. Why would I try to turn it on? I don't even work here. Well, it's Jurassic Park, and we all make dumb decisions. Speaking of dumb decisions, why are we still standing here? Run for your lives! Wait, Mr. Muldoon, you have a gun! Shoot it! I can't shoot it, it's Jurassic Park. We can't shoot dinosaurs here. Hey, you! Whoa, hang on a minute. You can't eat me. You wanna know why? Because I'm Jeff Goldblum. Hey, you! Ian, are you alright? How the heck is he still alive?
Because I'm Ian Malcolm. The only thing that can kill me is a reboot.